News Watch.
The Great American Tune-In is brought to you by Light Bright. Turn on the magic of colored lights. Light Bright from Milton Bradley.
Light bright, turn on the magic of colored lights. Light bright, make a face to glow at night.
Just pop in the colored pegs and follow the patterns. It's easy to make beautiful pictures with Light Bright. Or create your favorite characters with Light Bright refills, like Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Tailspin, and The Little Mermaid.
Light bright, turn on the magic of shining lights.
Light Bright from Milton Bradley.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Walgreens, Eckerd, and Thrifty. Makes a great gift.
This here freight train, he Pablo, me, I'm Motif. There's only one drink fat enough to quench our thirst, and that's Turbo Sweet 7.
Cut! Genius! The can's upside down!
Don't talk to me like a child. I played Hamlet at Cambridge!
Once again, you've ruined my concentration.
Excuse me, what's my motivation?
When you're thirsty, trust your gut, not some actor.
That's it! I am going to my trailer.
Товарищи члены партии, мы должны все как один приложить максимум усилий для достижения нашей...
Something revolutionary is happening. It's new Doritos Light, Ruffles Light, and Cheetos Light with 1/3 less oil. Soon, they'll be taking over parties everywhere.
What'd you buy?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
When you go to Caldor, nothing surprises me. VCR. Okay, Seth.
You'll see.
This week at Caldor, you'll see all software for use with the Commodore 64 and 128 computers on sale at 25% off. The Pollenex foot bath for $19.99 after rebate, and the Pollenex Splash Dance AM/FM shower radio for only $17.40. You'll never not find it at Caldor.
Sega challenges you with the ultimate video game, the Sega Master System.
Hang on!
With more accurate control, more detailed graphics, more levels of play.
Awesome!
The Sega Master System comes with power-based 2 control pads, light phaser, and 2 great video games, Hang On and Safari Hunt.
Gotcha!
And with other games like Rambo, Outrun, and Choplifter, the excitement never stops. The Sega Master System. The challenge will always be there.
What is up,
all you-
girlfriend? How are you?
What's up, all you cocks and cunts? I'm the human fleshlight, and this is Barry Butt Plugs over here.
The human fleshlight is a great name.
I don't know. It's that or I mean, if I was gonna go with the fleshlight, yeah, human would be good, but I'd probably have to go with the Dune popcorn cup.
I would go with the Mater Baiter, but
a Dune popcorn cup, the accessibility of that thing. Go to the movie, bust a couple nuts. It's a long movie from what I hear, so bring it back to the counter when you're done. Be like, I don't know, this weird butter popcorn inside my my fleshlight. I mean, Dune cup.
So we were supposed to do a show last week, and then I got a notification on my PlayStation that this game that I had pre-ordered just finished downloading, and I was like, "Yeah, well, fuck that! So I'm gonna go play that." Cool
That was
game.
the Brokeback Mountain RPG. Right?
Brokeback Mountain Simulator 2024, dude.
VR.
It's actually hard to get the dude to fuck you in the ass.
The game's so realistic. I heard that the next day players are waking up with hickeys on their neck, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and the cool thing is Sony now has a what's up, Corey Flocksher, the fucking king himself. Hell yeah, is in the chat. The
What's
cool thing
up?
about the new VR is that it has a fucking it has a probe that you insert into your anus that heats up periodically. So like, you know, if the character is going way too hard, then fucking you know, you get a little burn in your butthole.
And there's also the one with the probe that they put in your dick tip, and that shocks you when you're doing something wrong. Like you get shot, and they just kind of shock you.
On their dick tips.
Yeah, hickeys on their dick tips, definitely. Yeah, that was a couple cases. Swollen blow pops all around.
Shout out to StreamYard for fucking so for the longest time, whenever we would do a stream, like right before the stream, I have to go in and add like the fucking stream key from Rumble to this, and then now it's fucking incorporated and it's permanent, and that's awesome because that's
StreamYard. For you people, a quick way to do a podcast. Jump on StreamYard. They would never love to use us as a sponsor. We see too many dirty things for them.
Too many really.
Like we use you guys all the time. We have so many viewers like, don't talk to us, please.
Too
Stop
long
it.
food simulation. Ooh. Oh, dude, I found something because ever since I created the podcast channel for YouTube and shit like that, like my algorithm that I've had for 10 years is gone for my old one. So it's just like now it's just bullshit. However, once in a while, gold pops up like that orchestra thing I sent you. You want to see some fucking dumb shit? This is Ugandan CGI.
The man is killing us, man. Over. Funa bulungi. Bless the bomb over. Kibira kyali kikwafu katusoke tusapuleko. Drop the bomb, man.
If you just do Desert Strike, like the intro for Desert Strike for that.
Michael Bay can fucking learn some shit from this. Got him, I guess.
There's so many of these, and they're all fucking great.
Turns out to be like comedy. It's really good. They're up there with David Hasselhoff music videos.
Everybody knows there's no helicopters.
It just crushed the building with the helicopter. Damn. You know, Bush is like, see, you can do it. You could do it.
I can't. Oh, speaking of that,
Bush probably took inspiration from them. Did you know cum can melt steel beams too when it just comes out?
yes. Oh, fuck, dude. So apparently, in that bullshit war that we keep financing for no fucking reason, the Ukrainians pulled a George Bush move, man. There's so many.
Yep.
Yep. 9/11 was caused by Ugandans. Believe it. They're like, we must learn to knock down the tower.
Just crushing our buildings with their big
Was that plane
helicopter.
full of C4? It was full of some sort of explosive. I'm sure it's fucking our explosives. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
It's the funding right there.
Yeah, this is what we do, and this is what we get.
25% goes into the plane. The other 75% gets funded right back into pockets of people that sent the money over there.
Yeah, you get it. It's exactly what happens. Ukraine must be more inbred Slavs. The fucking whole region should just be glassed. Now I can't get Ugandans doing 9/11 out of my fucking head. It's so stupid. Take the helicopter and smash the towers down. Destroy the American spirit. Speaking of 9/11, dude, I didn't know that they released a comedy special from George Carlin that he had recorded part of it September 10th, 2001, called "I Kind of Like It When a Lot of People Die." And he talked about how he's like, the government's just going to do some bullshit and blame Osama bin Laden. And then he's like, in an interview, he's like, yeah, I woke up the next morning and saw the TV special effects, and I said, fuck, I can't release this now. It's really good. It's a really good fucking. It's like 35 minutes. Speaking of that, I
saw this interesting take on the JFK thing. It was this woman giving this interview saying that, I don't know where she was. She must have worked somewhere where they had some secret info, but the guy was saying, telling her what she saw wasn't what happened. She said, I saw it on TV, and describes it. And the guy's like, the tape you saw was doctored, whatever. He showed her a tape, whatever. And he said, in the tape he shows her, the driver turns around with a gun and shoots him and kills him. And she's like, what the fuck's this? He's like, that's the real tape. He's like, the tape you watched is this one where it shows him just getting killed. And he's like, if you notice, this is the tape that's aired. And he's like, it was doctored to look like that. But he's like, there's a mistake in the tape. So I've never actually gone back and looked at it. But in the real JFK tape, there's a tree that's like,
let's do a follow-up here.
That's placed in the background that's kind of hovering. It's not sitting in the ground. It's just hovering in the air. So you don't see the bottom of the tree. So it's like a dead giveaway that something's been
accomplished. Sorry, Yeti say mission accomplished in Ugandan voice. You must never respect a woman. Yeah, that's part of the Zypher tape or whatever it's called. Ori. Do you remember this? I think we talked about this last
Here to the
week.
George Carlin AI special that we told you about a few weeks ago.
Guy looks
You
like a
might
little boy.
remember comedian Will Sasso and his comedy
Bathe
partner
him in the
released an
sink.
hour-long special. They called it George Carlin, I Wish I Was Dead. It was said to be an AI impersonation of Carlin, who died in 2008. At the time, we wondered how his family felt. Now they are suing. The family says when the AI studied 50 years of Carlin's work, that was copyright infringement. They say that the duo is illegally using his name and likeness. Here's the twist. A rep for Will Sasso told the New York Times today that the podcast isn't actually AI at all. It was all written by his comedy partner. The Carlin estate says that they don't know what to believe, but are still moving forward with the suit. Many comics and authors have joined class action lawsuits against AI companies.
Yeah, I
like
agree with you. He
OpenAI
does the
and
best
Meta,
Jesse Ventura.
saying it was copyright infringement to use.
He does it a fucking fantastic.
One little thing that
He
we are
does
still
everything
unclear about, though,
fantastic.
is the
Dan
voice
Soder does the
AI,
best
or was
Macho
it a
Man, though.
person doing an impression? As, of course, you know, Will Sasso, an incredible mimic, but his rep didn't answer the New York Times when they asked that same question. The special, by the way, is still up on YouTube as of now. Wow. Yeah. Kind of a relief, though, because while everybody, or not everybody.
All right, so update on that. The family won the lawsuit, which I thought was going to happen because the whole likeness thing. And it has to be taken off of YouTube. So if you haven't watched it, it's on YouTube for the time being. Go watch it. He does a good Alex Jones. He does.
Grab yourself a nice Dune popcorn bucket and go on YouTube. Put your hand between the legs and ease the seat back.
We need that Alex Jones back, though. just in general?
I think we need him. You know what I would love to see him do, and this is what I thought he was going to get into, was like a
You could do a
regular
good Hulk
guy's
Hogan.
job after he had the big
I would love to hear
lawsuit
that.
against him. Was manager in like a Denny's or something, manager in like an IHOP.
Yeah, you got to get the moons over my. They're making the moons over my hammy gay. I'm a humanist. You got. Let me tell you something about these people out here eating mozzarella sticks. I've eaten mozzarella sticks in Bohemian Grove. It was invented by Mark Twain. Originally, it was just a place for these globalists people to. It was actually a lot of closeted homosexual activity happening there, mostly by.
This is it.
Since you've been on, I had Jesse Ventura on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh,
how was that? No. I did. I know that you did that. I did not check it out though. How was that?
It was a nightmare.
You know, Theo Dad's
gotta like watch
Theo Von's dad had him at like 60.
I mean, he
That was
talked
born in like
for
1913.
Here it is, right there. He talked for
crazy.
He talked for 1,700 years. He talked for 1,700 years to hours. Okay.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. He's like, I drank 4 Locos. He just kept going off. He's like, I drink 4 Locos. I'll drink 6 Locos. I drink 4 times 6. I'll drink 24 Locos. And I love America, so I moved to Cuba. He said, or something. It's like
he's in the Baja. I think. Yeah, I don't even live in the continental United States anymore.
Yeah.
I'm in the Baja.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. I'm down in the Baja now. I wouldn't vote for either of them.
Yeah, that was his whole thing, bro.
Well, the two-party system is it's there in place to do what it does, and we're all.
I love Will Sasso. He's the only one from fucking Mad TV or any of those things who has not gotten in trouble for like sexual assault or any of those allegations. And he's in Louder Milk too, he's fantastic in Louder Milk. You need to watch that show, dude.
Yeah, I'm too busy with Everybody Loves Raymond.
Nobody watches Everybody Loves Raymond.
No, I'm too busy watching Monk.
Oh, with Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub really he really rubs my Shalhoub.
I got something for you. I think this is stupid. I think it's fucking right up your alley. There you go.
スプリングフィールド。なんとか無事に着いたぞ、シーモア。下手な道案内で苦労させられたがな。
ああ、チャルマーズ部長。よく来てくれましたね。さあ、上がってください。
Dude, have you checked out how many fucking versions of this there are?
Well, now that you showed me this, after you showed me the weird Russian one, I'm assuming that this is done a lot.
しまった！私のローストが台無しだ！私のローストが台無しじゃないか！いや、待てよ。そこら辺の店のものを買って自分の料理として見せかければいいのでは。ほほほほほほ。なんて悪魔的で天才なんだ、シーモア。
This is the dumbest shit. I fucking love Japanese culture and it should right on to like all their shit.
この窓を使って
So the one where
効果的に
it's
ふくらはぎの
with
ストレッ
a
チを
different
していたんで
animator
す。
every couple
そう、
seconds.
アイソメトリック
Yeah.
エクササイズ。
That's a great one.
一緒にやってみないですか？
どうしてオーブンから煙が出ているんだ、シーモア。
そうだ、それは煙じゃなくて蒸気です。今日のご飯は何せ蒸しかきなんですからね。いわゆるスチームクラム。はい。 部長、ハムバーガー上がりました。よだれが出てしまうほど美味な味、保証します。
さっきスチームクラムと言ってなかったか？
違う。スチームハムって言ったんです。私はハムバーガーをそう呼ぶんですよ。
ハンバーガーをスチームハムと呼ぶのか？
そう、地元の訛りってもんです。
ほほう。で、実家はどこなんだ？
アップステートニューヨークですね。
ほう。私はユーティカに生まれて育ってきたんだが、一度も聞いたことがないな。スチームハムとやらは。
ユーティカにはないんですね。何せ、オールバニーだけの訛りですからね。
なるほど。
I get it. We get it. It is very funny.
Steamed hams.
I didn't feel this, and you said you didn't feel this, but
didn't feel shit.
Didn't feel shit.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here. I also didn't feel.
Self
I
at
feel
our
like I was
office
missing
building
out
shook
on that.
like
We have
really
a couple
fucking
of
hard.
graphics when these sort of things do happen.
But
This is
unfortunately,
the location
Pennsylvania is
just
the
outside
fucking
of
land
New
of
York City.
potholes, so when you're
It's
driving,
part of the
your car's fucking
Ramapo
shaking anyway.
fault system. It's the longest
You live in
crack
the
in the Earth's
Baja.
surface on the eastern side of the country. And when earthquakes do happen, as we know, it's very rare. But this is it has typically been.
I'm
the
from
spot that they
California.
have
I
happened.
laughed.
This one was at our current look. Oh, getting ahead of myself here. Let me go back for you guys. At our current look, this one is a 4.7.
And didn't you guys get a warning for a fucking earthquake
located,
due the same
just
day?
half a mile down, which is incredibly shallow
Or they
as
said there
far
was
as these things go.
and they
Which
expected
is
to
why
see
so
something,
many
but I guess
people
nothing
felt
ever
it.
happened.
Like you, I didn't feel it here in the building, but I had friends who've been texting far out into Brooklyn who felt this. Some folks up in Princeton, New Jersey also felt it. So it's really shallow. It's part of a fault system that is really
That
long.
was
It
fake
doesn't move
news.
very often, but when it does happen, this
Okay.
is typically where these happen here across the Northeast. And I do think that shallow nature is the reason that we've seen so many people reporting and texting and calling so far this morning.
Adam, I wanted to ask you about that a little bit more. So we were just talking about the earthquake in Japan was much deeper.
Get off your phone, you
at
unprofessional
21
fuck.
miles. I said Japan, sorry, in Taiwan, was 21 miles below. So this one you're saying is much more shallow, relatively speaking, and that's why people felt it?
Yeah, this one is incredibly shallow. The most of the ones
Shallow
we get
ass
are closer
This
to
guy's
earthquake.
Googling shit.
This was really
Just
shallow.
the fucking weather,
not
man.
a huge number,
I
but
didn't
for
feel a
this
damn
part of
thing
the
because I'm all
country,
the way
this
in
is a big
Buffalo.
number.
Yeah,
And it
well,
is the
I mean,
shallowness. Obviously, the closer
we're
you
like
are
80
to the
miles
surface,
to 100
it
and
takes a
something miles
smaller
from
shake
it.
for us all to notice it. And this is, from what it appears, at least in these initial reports, was a very shallow earthquake.
Yeah,
Very
Adam,
shallow, dude.
Thank you so much. Get back to work there. We'll get back
Yeah,
to you.
busting bitches doesn't call him back.
Abel, a professor and research scientist at the Weston Observatory. Sir, thank you for.
There was footage, like
Northeast a little bit on edge after a mild earthquake struck New Jersey just a couple of hours
oh my
ago.
god, she looks
Got
like
some
what
home
the fuck is
surveillance
wrong with
video
her?
capturing the quake in Jersey
What was
City.
wrong? I gotta go back.
4.8
What
magnitude
the fuck?
trembler could a couple of hours ago.
Wow, she's like 30 going on 70.
It's Mr. Sulu in drag. Ooh, hello.
Yeah, that's a weird one right there.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah.
After 10,000 years, she is free.
Oof.
Fucking Rita Raposa. Ugh.
We've got some home surveillance video capturing the quake in
God,
Jersey
that was
City.
that was worse.
4.8 magnitude trembler could also be felt in New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Luckily, no injuries have been
Why is the dog on the
reported,
table?
but the quake is impacting air
This
travel.
dude does whatever he
Now,
wants.
we've got a live look from New York City. The FAA there saying flights to New York, Kennedy, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Newark airports are on hold while the runways are being inspected.
Yeah, we don't want any airports to fucking or airplanes to fall apart.
Of his 7th Avenue home in Newark this Saturday afternoon.
A little upset because of what happened.
He's one of the 28 people that were forced to evacuate yesterday from these 3 multi-family houses due to potential earthquake damage.
I see the police and everybody out here.
Police.
asked the
Yeah,
officer
yeah.
what happened.
That's a
They
fella.
said nobody cannot go
A
upstairs
fella word.
because
I'm fucking
it's dangerous right
police.
now.
Saw the
According to city
police out
officials,
here.
the properties are now deemed safe.
Initially, we did, the buildings
Well, what are
were,
you?
determined to
Oh,
be
he's Dominican.
uninhabitable because they needed to make sure that they were safe. So the families were vacated. The majority are back.
There were some residents that decided to stay in their homes last night. Others found places to stay through family or friends. There were few that needed additional help.
My team, along with La Casa de Don Pedro and the Red Cross, actually were able to set up a center nearby on 23 Broad Street, where we brought around 10 residents there for food, toiletries. We placed a total of 3 residents in emergency shelter.
It's shifted to this house right here.
Man, who lives on the second floor, claims that the 4.8 earthquake caused this to his residence.
No, it didn't.
She can't walk, so they had to call the fire department to get her out the house. I have my
Oh, so
wife
what's eating Gilbert
at my
Grape
daughter's house,
situation?
and I'm here. I just don't want her here like this. You never know what
He can
happen.
claim it. That's
And she'll be
caused by that.
herself.
But I doubt he has any insurance for earthquake.
Mercedes Valdez saying in Spanish that she's not afraid and that she's just happy to have a home. As far as Alfonso and his wife,
I'm not in a rush for her to come back. I don't want my wife here. I'd rather take
Sounds like there's a
chance than my
deeper
wife.
issue.
Yeah, right.
I lived through the 6.9 Northridge quake.
and
What year was
it isn't
that?
confirmed if further inspections will be needed for these properties. But for now, according to officials,
Bunch of pussy.
Where'd you find this ghetto ass news channel?
In a
This was
country
Taiwan.
that
This was the
rigorously
other day.
prepares for disaster, this was not a drill. On Taiwan's east
94.
coast, a national emergency has been sparked by a 7.4 magnitude earthquake.
Northridge.
Here, plates, glasses,
Plates.
and buildings
Plates,
began to
glasses.
rain down with devastating effect.
Saying that one dude just made it out.
Woman's wake-up alarm was delivered by tremors and barks of terror. The fear has been felt by all affected residents.
Where the fuck did the rabbit come from?
The rabbit was
Earthquake has split
awesome.
the seams of this country, with the nearby city of Hawaiian the epicenter of the rescue effort. So far, at least 9 have died. Almost 1,000 are injured.
This guy who's
And as the
reporting on this
president-elect
sounds like
joins
he's both
emergency
British
workers,
and has Down
hundreds
syndrome.
are missing or trapped.
The most important thing is to rescue people. We need to find out how many people are still trapped and to rescue them as soon as we can. Those
I love how
injured should
when
be
this
given
happened,
quality medical treatment.
as the earthquake happened, China was already like rolling up with ships.
They do.
They're going for it, yeah. They're gonna go for it this year. Oh well. See how much trouble we get in for this one.
How can I help you? Hello. I work over here at the Days Inn, and I just have customers complaining that there's a guest here that's waving around a sword and screaming. What's the address? 4855 South.
Pets, Dan, pets know before anything. I mean, right before the 2004 Indian Ocean
Where is
tsunami,
the
they said
mail
all the
at?
fucking birds and shit, like all the animals
Around the
escaped
other
and
side
started
of
running
the
towards the
building,
hills.
the bottom floor. He's in room 160. He just didn't listen when we told him to stop, and we just.
So is he in the room doing this, or is he outside the room doing this?
He's outside, like just right outside of his room, just like screaming, waving a sword.
Corey.
Okay. Do you know, is he white, black, Hispanic, Native American?
He's white.
About
Yeah,
how
what a sword. Of course he is.
I would say maybe
Fuck, this isn't Blade.
What color shirt?
red jacket.
What color pants or shorts?
I want to.
There we go.
This dude's cool.
Yeah, this dude's super fucking. Why would anybody bother him? He keeps screaming about dinosaurs. Dinosaur. I think this dude's a Highlander. Hold Corey Flockstra is the most avant-garde fucking musician of all time.
Like put it down, like lay it on the ground, or yeah. You gotta call us. Yeah, saying that you're screaming, waving the sword and stuff. What's that?
I swear I'm not screaming.
No, that's fine. I mean, I didn't hear you scream when I pulled up. That's just what the call is
Listen to me now. Listen to me, Owens.
Oh, he's drunk.
Listen to me, dog. Oh yeah. What's going on?
Yes. What's going on, dude?
Trying to achieve something.
Huh?
Trying to achieve greatness in Katana. It's not allowed in the United States.
Dude,
Well,
this
I mean,
guy's
we
fucking
got people
awesome.
calling. I mean, I'm not telling you not to achieve that. What I'm
Listen,
saying
yeah,
is,
I'm a hell of a responsible. Unless somebody comes at me and is willing to kill me, I'm not willing to kill you.
that's how it should be. I agree 100%. But what we're trying to
But if
understand
they are willing
is,
to kill me and if they don't accept it, they're willing to kill me.
no, I mean, that's not the case, man. Like I said, we're here to see what's going on. All right, it's not every day that somebody's out at a hotel waving a katana. You know what I mean? You're what?
I'm related to Dionysus.
So what are you doing?
I'm practicing my way with the katana so I can become better at combat.
Are you not able to do that in the comfort of your room? Yeah, leave it there, dude. Don't do it.
Down,
I'm telling you right now.
Put it down.
Don't. Are you not able to do that in the comfort of your room? Yeah, leave it there, dude. Don't do it.
Put it down,
I'm telling
man.
you right now. Put it
Dude,
down.
how drunk do you have to be to just do that?
Don't. 695. Shots fired.
Good for him. I wonder what happened.
I'm actually gonna look it. I'm gonna look it up.
He definitely achieved greatness. What a dumb motherfucker. Like, what did he think?
I don't know, man.
In August
know. It was the
2021,
craziest
a
thing.
deputy observed a vehicle displaying
What
unusual
was that?
driving
Let me look at my
behavior
phone. It
in
was
Walla
Prima
Walla,
County.
Washington. Eventually, the vehicle was seen turning into a parking lot and coming to a halt where a traffic stop was initiated. As the deputy approached the vehicle, a 32-year-old female driver was noticed reclining in her seat and appeared to be asleep. He asked her for her ID 6 times, and she refused to cooperate on each occasion. She then made an attempt to walk away,
Oh, he died.
stating that she couldn't be pulled over because she was parked. Additionally, the deputy noticed her speech was extremely slurred and her eyes were bloodshot. Assisting deputies then arrived and made contact with the initial deputy of the traffic stop.
All right, so at this point, she has refused to identify herself. She's gotten out of the vehicle and attempted to walk away. I had her sit down on the sidewalk. I'm sitting right here. And then she began filming. No. Cool. I parked behind her. She was reclined, about to pass out. I knocked on the window.
my friend's coming from.
So it said refusing to identify herself.
No, my friend's.
What do you have driving my son? So I just left the jail doing a transport coming back. She was stopped in the lane, left-hand lane, stopped in lane 2. In the middle of the highway? In the middle of the highway. And my camera's filming right now. So yeah. So mine's filming as well. She made a very slow left-hand turn. She got into the turn lane. She did use a turn signal, but then it was a very lethargic turn. Coming around the corner by the airport, she crossed that yellow line twice. Turning here onto this road, she did not use her turn signal. And then I parked kind of right there by that flag when I was on the phone with her dad. To initiate the stop.
Police are liars.
So okay. As you can see, watery eyes, slurred speech.
These are liars.
No.
You on the plate? I'll give it to your dispatcher.
Awesome.
Can we get the name of the RO and see if we can get a photo? So we can ID on her.
Get a photo of your bullshit.
Here's something.
No.
So just so you know, you're being recorded.
No.
You're being recorded.
No.
And so at this time, we're investigating DUI.
No.
You're not free to leave.
No sabe nada. Es que no buscaron mi que habla mi lenguaje.
Damn, she's so drunk she's speaking
So
Spanish.
we're going to be doing some investigation right now.
No. Estos güeyes no saben nada. Hey Richie, this guy is being a poser.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I did a German.
Did he see this as being a booger?
No.
Is that what she said? I gotta go back and hear that.
Instructions.
Being a
so
booger.
you're currently
being a poser.
All right, ma'am. So we're gonna need to know who you are.
No,
Still
you're a
being a
poser.
If you
booger.
don't tell us,
No.
Fuck yeah.
that's called obstruction.
She
Like those
fucking fucked
Mucinex
it.
Yeah.
boogers.
So you're currently required by law to
No,
identify
you're-
yourself right now.
No.
Stay seated, ma'am.
No, you're required by law to,
All right, right now,
to look for an
right now,
interpreter.
right now.
No, I'll say it like this. You're required by law to
Okay,
look for an
okay.
interpreter.
Right now, we're gonna put handcuffs on
You're
you because
required
you're
by
not
law
obeying
to not be a
orders.
booger.
Orders, I'm saying
Yep.
right here.
You're gonna keep
You're
sitting here.
being a booger.
Look for an interpreter. Look for an interpreter. Yo necesito un intérprete porque ustedes no saben nada.
Now I gotta double lock these so they don't accidentally tighten. Okay.
Accidentally.
Yep. We don't want them to tighten.
No, you guys are closed. I'm
Do
parked.
you want to grab? your?
I'm parked.
Pen just lock those.
Bro, what the fuck?
Man,
is
just
that?
relax. Relax.
No, busca un intérprete.
Yeah, just relax. Just relax. We don't
You
want you to get.
guys don't know language.
Yeah.
You guys don't know language.
Okay. Now just relax. Will you stay seated here?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Just stay
Claro
seated.
que sí,
Is there a
intérprete.
photo? I don't have internet.
I'll go check.
Internet. Internet. Internet.
Go. So just stay seated.
I will.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gracias.
Appreciate it.
Gracias.
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 Do you speak
Gracias.
Chinese?
Chinese. Ishine Sanchi.
Good.
Ishine Japanese, not Chinese.
Well, 我会讲国语。
Ishina.
Sorry, 我不会讲。
This new fucking
So I
Zio
don't
man
speak
in
Spanish, but I do
video
speak
is
Chinese.
fucking
So if you
crazy.
speak Chinese, that would be awesome. We could talk.
Sanchi go Kusichihachi.
That's pretty good. Japanese?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But not enough.
I like learning languages. It's pretty cool.
That's good. That's good.
All right. So how much have you had to drink tonight?
Call my friend Richie right now.
Does Richie know how much you've had to drink tonight?
Call him first.
That's great.
Who's Richie to you? Why should I answer that fucking question?
Well,
Because you're telling us to call him.
Do you have a phone number that we can call Richie on?
Where's my phone first?
It's right behind you. We're just gonna put this here so it doesn't get broken. All right. Where are you trying to get to tonight?
Por ahí. Cabrones.
Where are you trying to get to tonight?
Por ahí.
Home.
Por ahí. Call Richie first. No te reconozco, güey. Pinche güero.
So
No
we've
eres
got,
mi
we've got
pinche
driving,
jefa.
so there's
No sé
supplements.
nada de ti.
Are they not allowed
Would
to
you
tell
like
them to
Debbie
shut the
Adams
fuck
to
up?
try to do standard spray?
I think they're trying to be nice, but yeah, I would have pepper sprayed her.
Yeah, we'll
clear out.
we would just need a supplement from
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
about what you saw.
Absolutely.
Do you guys recognize the medic? American
Yeah, I
native
can stick
culture?
around.
Do you not? You
Sorry.
guys are trespassers on our land. Do you not recognize that?
I'm sorry about that.
You're sorry, but doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was trespassing.
You
I
are.
don't think Native Americans are supposed to
That's why I'm
fucking
saying
drink.
sorry.
Knock you
Well-
guys all out.
Well, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend that.
I'm sorry, but at the same time, you're trespassing on native land.
Okay.
That's what you want all white people out of our native lands.
Okay.
It hurts at the same time.
I can't say how I know how that feels because I was born
Damn,
in
dude,
America
she is
and my
fucking toasted. She's going through every emotion.
my family came over a long time ago.
A lot of children on native lands. White people hate them.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. All right. So
You're so white as
no, it is. I am very, very white.
I'm not
you're
going to
very white.
Okay. So at this time,
I'm gonna get up and lean
well, no, not
against
yet.
my
Not
car.
yet. Stay seated down. Stay seated. Stay
I'm
seated. A
lean
second.
against
Sounds
my
more
car.
Hispanic
This
than
time
she
you're
is
under
fucking
arrest.
Indian.
UI.
I don't care. White people.
So
She's Hispanic,
we're
Indian,
gonna
that speaks
take you over to
Chinese.
jail, and we'll go from there. Okay.
I don't care.
Fucked
Take me anywhere you want.
Okay.
Get me.
Do you have a wallet? Do you have?
I don't care.
Do you have a wall in your car that you want to take?
Get me up.
Okay. All right. Let's stand up.
All right. Let's go over here in my car.
Is there anybody you want us to call about the vehicle?
Get Richie right now.
Okay. You said you want us to get him, but we don't have a phone number.
Get my phone
Okay.
first.
All right. Once we get you in the
Smart. Get my phone.
once you're in the car, we'll take care of that. Okay.
Let's go in my car. Okay.
You're white as I can get out of.
Just hand the right to a lawyer if you can.
No. No, I don't care what you say. White people.
152 dispatch. We have one.
It's weird. She went from like talking shit to complimenting him so much. She's
As
like,
they
"You're so
tried to
fucking
piss
white."
her
What
off,
the fuck?
she dropped to the ground and expressed her desire to piss.
White people aren't qualified as.
Search and switch out these cuffs real quick.
You don't Pee, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. You want me to pee in your car or what? I gotta pee. You want me to pee in your car?
No, you gotta wait till we get to the jail.
No, I gotta pee right now. I gotta pee right now.
Do you have anything on you that's gonna?
I gotta pee
Step
right
up here
now.
close to the car. Step
No,
up
I
here,
gotta
this way.
pee right
There
now.
you go.
Okay, let me pee.
Okay.
Right here? Yeah, you're welcome to right there. Go for it, ma'am.
Don't fall.
I will fall, mother.
Hello, is anyone there? Hello, is there anyone
Yeah,
here?
I was looking for the video because she said pee, but there was that
This
video
is
that
Deputy Stateswell County
he was
Sheriff's
being
Office.
detained by the police, and he just spreads his legs and he's fucking spray diarrhea everywhere.
People.
You need help getting up?
No, let me pee.
Okay, go for it.
No, I won't pee like this, mother.
Okay, well then we got to get in the car. And
No, let me pee first.
Well,
you got to go to the jail and then.
Yeah, at
No,
the jail you
I'm
can.
gonna pee right here, right now.
That's fine. How do you want to take care of that?
Right now. Call Richie right now.
Richie, are you there? Whoever was on the phone just hung up. Nope, he's still there. Or she's there. I don't know who this is. Did you want to say something, whoever's on the phone?
Give me him on my ear right now.
Richie.
I don't know how to operate this.
So
Stop
Richie
this
just
right now. I gotta pee.
Richie just hung
Hey,
up.
I gotta pee.
Let's let's
Let
put your
me
cuffs on.
tear my
Stand her
underwear
up.
so I can pee.
Let's stand her up and just get. If she pees in the car, she
Fuck,
pees.
I
in the car.
can't find it.
I gotta. Okay, y'all pee in your car.
We don't want you to. We'd rather you just pee right here, but
No, I'll pee right here.
that's fine. But we got to get you up. You can't be laying on the ground.
No seas pinche mugroso, pinche way.
You can't be laying on the ground.
I hate you.
I know
For
you said
taking
that.
our lands. I hate you for taking my lands. You shouldn't belong here at all. We have our own tribal laws. We have our tribal laws. No, we have our tribal laws.
She soon made her final announcement and proceeded to piss on the ground.
No, let me see it here. Open the underwear so I can see.
Stand up.
It's happening right now.
All right. Okay. Then go for it right here.
Jesus? No, Jesus is not involved at all. Yeah, it's happening right now.
Okay.
You guys are white people trespassing your native land. Jesus is not happening at all.
Just watch her wrists. We don't want Right now, what was your name?
You can chew your gum all
Okay,
you want.
are you done?
What was your name?
No, you can chew your gum all you want.
Thank you. What was your name?
No, you can chew your gum all you want.
Hey, are you done?
No, I'm not done. I gotta take a shit.
Dude, this keeps getting better, man.
In the car. I'll take a shit in your car.
Please take a shit.
You're white as shit. That's all I'm done about.
Please
I'll
shit.
sink your car up.
I'll just follow you guys in here.
You got her locked?
Yeah, she's locked in.
You want a picture of this for the case document?
I'll take one here.
Damn, it's blurred out, but you can still see it. That was a big part of the pee-pee.
On his laptop. DOL picture matches her in the car. She's one of the
All right, here we go.
While en route to the jail, the female began to scream, spit, kick, and lick the divider.
Now I need you to sit down on the seat, okay? You're sitting in a very dangerous position right now. And it looks like you slipped your seatbelt. So
Bro, how do people get this fucking drunk? You understand, like I don't understand this because, like, when I sit down and play video games, I drink. Like, the only time it happens 2 days a week, and that's it. But I drink a lot. And then at like 4 a.m, I go, "You're drunk. You need to go to sleep." I get up and I go to sleep. I've never sat there. I was like, "I'm gonna start fucking singing and pissing everywhere." It's like, no.
But I don't know. It gets you to that point. I don't know. I get near that point. I'm like, I'm done. I just don't want to be that drunk. But
well, you haven't drank in a while now.
Yeah, no more. It's not doing anything good for me, you know. I'm drinking too much.
I enjoy the occasional highball.
I do too. My issue is like I can't just have like one or two. Like after I have one or two, I'm like, oh, I want another one, and you know, it's too easy for me to drink. Like I don't drink if I'm working and stuff like that. Obviously, it's not like I drink it all the time. But if I'm at home, I'm like, oh shit, let me just crack open a beer. So I figured, you know, let me just stop.
Nip it in the
I
bud.
do like beers, but yeah, I figured I'd just stop before I, you know, I don't know. My liver.
that breaking point.
Yeah. And I didn't think my liver was getting like bad or anything because it wasn't like I was drinking that much, like maybe like 6 beers, which isn't much, but still doing that so often, especially with, you know, Carter having a son. I can't be drunk or buzzed if like something happens that's an emergency. So
I drink probably, God, what time do I start? Usually around like 10, 11 p.m. I wait till everything's done, everything's cleaned, and everything's away. And I'm like, all right, well, now I can sit down and have a drink.
For me, the big one was
except
like was once I moved here. I don't really usually drink on the train because then I'd have to drive home from the train station. It's like a 25-minute drive, 20-minute drive. But now the train station's around the block, so it's like bring a beer on the train, drink a beer on the train, come home and like, you know, drink another beer, 2 or 3, whatever. And I was like, damn, this is too often.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's too easy.
Although I will say, I did go out to dinner a couple weeks ago, and I tried this KBS chocolate, spicy chocolate.
Yeah,
And
KBS.
it's like 14% for a beer.
Yeah.
And I
They're either
had
like 14.4 or 14.9.
I had 3 of them.
Yeah, that's drunk, and those are expensive too.
Yeah, they were like $5, $6 a bottle. But I was sitting there and I was like,
where were they 5, 6 a bottle?
At Bruise Brothers.
Damn, you go anywhere else and you try to buy that from a place where they're serving it, and that's like 12, 15.
All I know is I fucking sat there and I drank all 3 of them, and the food finally came out, and I'm sitting there looking at the food, and I was like, ooh, don't even say anything. Just eat your food.
Yeah, you think about it, those are close to 15%. Those are 2 beers each. That's 6 beers you drank in that time.
In an hour, yeah. And I was like, yeah no.
Yeah, that's quick. That's quick for drinking 3 KBS. Those are thick, dude. You were drinking fucking motor oil.
It is like fucking motor oil.
Delicious motor
exactly
oil.
Like it tastes so fucking good.
Yeah, so KBS is a Kentucky bourbon stout, aged in bourbon barrels from Founders. It's fucking delicious. Years ago, they re-released one that was an older one I always wanted to try called Canadian Breakfast Stout. What the breakfast stout is, the KBS Kentucky Breakfast Stout is just their breakfast stout that they make, which is excellent. It's like a coffee stout, and then they age it in a bourbon barrel, so it gets higher percentage, and then it gets this sweet chocolatey. It's lovely, but the Canadian one was half of the beer was aged in the bourbon barrel, and the other half was aged in Canadian maple syrup barrels. So you had this like maple chocolate coffee stout with bourbon, and it was fucking, oh my God. Bonus, fucking bonus.
Made my boner hurt. It made my boner hurt.
All I want is fuck.
So we're gonna ask her if she's gonna blow. If she says no, then we're gonna. I'm not gonna attempt it. But we need to ask. You have to ask. We have to ask. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Then we'll put her in a holding cell while you write the warrant. Once the warrant's approved, then we'll take her to the hospital. If at the hospital she refuses and becomes violent, we will not do a blood draw. We'll simply take her back to jail. Is there a female working at the jail? Yep. Then turn right.
Is there a good morning beer? No, Ori.
Upon arrival, she refused to exit the squad car.
Place up in it's between a town called Dixon City and Olifant. I always forget the name of the town. They have a spicy Mexican chocolate beer.
Ooh.
And it is also another one that's 14-15%. It's called Breaker. God damn, that is it comes in a can of motor oil. But that is a fantastic beer. That would
any
be good
spicy Mexican chocolate.
It's awesome.
There's a coffee place by me that opened up recently, Southdown. They blow everybody out of the way. Like, dude, I know 10 by Us is really good. 10's got nothing. This place makes all their own syrups and stuff, so you're not getting something that anybody can make. But they got a Mexican chocolate latte it's got a little spice to it, and then it has a chipotle salt rim, and it's like a chocolate latte. Dude, it's evil. They even put vegan whipped cream on that motherfucker, bro. Oh my God, I'm popping bonies over here, bro. Fucking popping bonies over here.
Before being placed in a holding cell. Subsequently, she removed her clothes and began flooding the cell while also attempting to destroy the camera inside.
Flooding the cell.
In the end, the
Yeah, hold on. Pause that for a second. So this woman, she pissed herself, went nuts. They threw her in a cell. She strips herself just completely naked and then just starts flooding it and breaking shit. They're probably like watching her on camera. Like, this lady is, she's like, I hate white people. You stole our land. Like, bitch, you're getting drunk, stripping, and flooding a jail cell. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're a 10 right now on crazy bitch meter. You don't
Who's
deserve
checking out?
anything. Bro, what the fuck?
Driving under the
By the way, what a
influence,
flattering
obstructing
picture
an
of her.
officer, and failure to identify self to an officer.
She got
Due
no
to
felonies.
limitations in Washington's online court access, the bond amount set for her remains unknown.
No clue.
Visit code
When I lived in Colorado,
bluefan.com.
I would trade weed that we grew with this other dispensary called Marisol Dispensaries. They were owned by Native Americans, and the owner was not there one day. I was dealing with the daughter, and I was asking where he was, and she's like, "Oh, his brother passed, so they're doing a vision journey." And I was like, "I'm sorry to hear that." She's like, "Oh, well, no, it's he passed a year ago." She starts explaining the vision journey that they do is
With
a year.
peyote?
Yeah, a year after they pass, they take the body. I don't know. I guess they freeze it in the meantime, but they take the body and they trip on peyote with the body, like all the family members, whatever, whoever's involved in it. And it's like I'm pretty sure it was a 3-day thing.
Yeah, because peyote lasts up to 3 days.
That's nuts, though. Like, that sounds like you're gonna have a horrible trip. Like, oh, let's trip with my dead brother, and he's been dead for a year. He looks really cool. That sounds like the worst trip. Imagine not telling everybody, like, you just have your family around, and everybody, you don't even tell them like take a peyote. But like, by the way, the cake you just ate, peyote buttons. Like, just be prepared for a trip. Once they start tripping, like, I got something cool for you guys. Come in this room, and it's like your dead relative that's been dead for a year. And like, I never buried him. I've had him in my house the whole time. Let's trip. And that's
Dude,
Native
that-
Americans.
And that's Native Americans, folks.
And I heard after the vision journey, usually just you strip down, piss, and you flood the cell, and then just kind of,
You piss on the body, flood the body.
Oh, I mean, I always flood. I love flooding a dead body.
Oh. We got to talk about this stupid shit.
Officially now say we are less than 48 hours away from the total.
Oh, this is what inspired Bonnie Tyler's song, right?
Traffic experts are urging those traveling this weekend to do so.
Actually, it was
with
Klaus
caution.
Nomi.
Gio Battaglia
He did,
joins us
right?
live from the I-590 overpass in Rochester. And Gio, how is traffic looking as of right now?
That dude's neck. What is he, a giraffe?
Hey there, Isabel.
Watch some guy pull over with a long neck, and they start doing the giraffe fights and just slapping their necks against each other. Dude,
Bro, I would love to
and he
see
wears
that.
a turtleneck, a long white turtleneck along with it. Like, bro, that's a bad look. And anything
Or in a
white on this guy. This guy's white as fuck. That white just blends into him.
He's fucking up the camera with his skin. Ori Nabisco, I once hung out with a dead crow on gel tabs once. Can't imagine doing it next to a dead person. Creepy.
A dead crow on gel tabs. You have to elaborate on this a little bit. You don't need to go crazy if you don't want to, but you got to elaborate how that happened. Back to this guy's neck.
Yeah, back
Oh,
to Joffrey.
This guy looks like he's got a hole in the top of his head that jizzes when you rub his body up and down.
Who told me people coming into town won't cause too much congestion. It's going to be after the eclipse, however, that is going to be a test of patience.
That guy definitely is on HIV medication.
Pretty congested, like you see in a morning.
He was sweet. He was a sweet guy.
Idea of being able to get where you want to go in 20 minutes is probably not
This
going
is
to
the
happen.
fucking audio the news has.
Zach with the Genesee Transportation Council told me he's estimating around 130 extra vehicles will be in our area come Monday afternoon, adding we can compare predictions for this year's total solar eclipse traffic to what was seen in 2017.
The big challenge is right after the eclipse. What we learned in 2017 is the majority of people want to leave in the first 2 hours, and the majority of those people want to leave in the first 15 minutes.
For the remainder of the weekend, incoming traffic
This shit is so
expected to
stupid,
continue
bro.
flowing smoothly.
I don't know why everybody's getting so hype. I want to see this. It's amazing. Oh my God. I remember the last one. We bought a car during that, and we drove home when it was just happening, and it was just like weird. We didn't really care too much. But yeah, everyone's like freaking out. You shouldn't be on the road. Like, no, it's better than being on the road at night. It's definitely not that bad. And I don't know. Same thing with the fucking earthquake. Everybody got so hyped over this. Oh my god, earthquake! It's an earthquake! Fucking blah blah blah.
It's just so fucking dumb, dude. It's crazy because like you don't have Twitter. You got to see the fucking complete psychotic mass psychosis going on with people about this. This is going to be the summoning of the end times, and the trail actually goes over like Salem and all these witch towns, and it's like,
and Salem's
shut
short
the
for
fuck up.
Jerusalem, and then went over 3 towns called Nineveh, which are the only towns called Nineveh, and then the path of the eclipse is writes in Hebrew Alpha and Omega, and yeah, I saw that. It's like you guys are the
It's
same
so
people
fucking
that
dumb.
found all the numbers in the 9/11 thing. Now listen, I'm not saying 9/11 wasn't an inside job, but I'm saying you guys fed into the number game so much. How many nights did those people spend awake figuring out numbers, making the connections, busting nuts when they made a connection? Oh my god, it equals 9/11. And it's like, does anybody fucking care? Does it do anything? Does it prove anything? No. It's all speculation with fucking numbers. It's like, come on.
Me and a
over.
group. No, I love that. Me and a group on Gel Tabs were looking for a place to hang out and climbed into my friend's coach house. No one had been up there for years. All right, I don't have glasses on. And that's
What's
where
a
we found a
what's a
recently dead
coach
crow.
house?
It felt like an omen or a sign, something. Never figured out for what though.
What's a coach house also?
That's that fancy white person shit.
No, it makes me think it's like something from like a different country that already has like a guest house or something, and it's like everybody's got a coach house. Like, it's right next to the coat check.
Oh, a coach house is a room above a garage.
A room above a garage. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Now I know what that's called. There's a lot of people with rooms above garage. I never knew it was called a coach house.
Yeah,
that's pretty damn cool. Or you rock. Thanks for educating my stupid ass.
Later out of Rochester.
And while the eclipse is still being deemed an event worth traveling for, it's encouraged for those in town to get done as many errands as possible beforehand.
For those people who live here, any routine things you can do, your routine errands, going to get your medicines, your prescriptions, getting some groceries, filling up the gas tank. If you could do that ahead of time, that saves you from having to do it in traffic and
that's
contributing to the challenge.
We'll hear more coming up on News 8 at 11, including how public agencies are deploying resources for the big day. For now, reporting from the 590 overpass, Gio Battaglia, News 8.
Oh god, fucking dumb. There's another really stupid thing I want to fucking talk about, because another thing that the news plays every fucking year and people freak out and play into it.
Is here, and soon the cicadas will be too. More than 1 trillion of the loud insects will swarm parts of the U.S. later this month. The birds will simultaneously emerge from the ground for the first time since, get this, 1803. In all, about 16 states in the central and eastern U.S. will be filled with the sound of cicadas. For more, we are joined now by Dr. Sammy Ramsey. He studies all things insects at the University of Colorado Boulder. It's good to have you with us, Dr. Ramsey. So this is
absolutely great to be here.
This is a rare.
What the fuck? My boy got ramen noodle hair.
What will happen when all these?
She had the hyper white woman energy. He came with this smooth, chilled vibe energy. Like, I am happy to be here. You need to calm the fuck down, by the way. He's like, let's just talk.
His bike? Is it his bike?
Oh, Connor.
Dude, but this shit is so
Connor, what are
dumb.
you in Crazy Town?
Yeah. He was too crazy for Boys Town and 2 boys for Crazy Town.
No, I meant the group Crazy Town.
Oh. Not what I expected when I heard Ramsey. Yeah. This shit is so fucking tiresome where they're just like, guys, that 18-year-old thing, Brood X, is coming up from the ground. It's like, you say this every fucking year.
Now they have computers are so popular. So one thing I've noticed that's gotten very popular the past few years is useless statistics. Statistics used to be well thought out and well research before somebody came up with it. But now it's like computers are just spitting out stupid statistics for anything. Like you'll see baseball statistics, and it was like this was his first home run while wearing a pair of Nikes on a Friday night full moon since 2015 or something, or like this was the first home run in the spring on a snowy day since 1967. Like it's these really useless statistics. Like who gives a fucking like, this hasn't happened in like since 1893, and it's just like, I mean, it just bugs. Really, they're just bugs. Like who fucking cares? It's a bunch of cicadas. Who gives a shit? No, they're a bunch of bugs.
By the way,
like,
the
I don't
baseball statistics sound like something an autistic guy would say.
Bro, it's nuts. You got to see some of the statistics they come out with for sports. They just, it's like, all right, like, thanks for telling me that. Like, it doesn't fucking help me in any way.
Excited about this event. I mean, this hasn't happened since before the telegraph was invented, like before light bulbs were a thing. Now we've got smartphones. It's a different world, and I think it's going to be such an exciting experience.
What regions will be most heavily impacted?
This guy.
So I've been seeing a lot online. People have been saying that these cicadas are going to swarm the entirety of the United States, and that's not the case at all. It'll be somewhere between 15 and 17 states that get to see any of the cicadas, and usually they'll just see one of the two broods. So brood 13 and brood 19 are coming out of the ground.
Personally,
But
I
there's
hated
only
Brood 13.
really
It wasn't
just
a good
two
album.
states where we'll see both cicada broods at the same time. They're going to get a double whammy, and you can believe I will be traveling to either
They're such dumb
Iowa or
fucking
Illinois
bugs.
to get to see this in person.
Oh, Iowa has wonderful cicadas, and
This guy's gonna. Iowa's got wonderful cicadas. It's known for it. Yeah, that's when you go there and you get the bumper stickers. Iowa is known for its cicadas. This lady's such an idiot. Also, this guy's traveling to Illinois, Iowa, just so he could see some bugs come out of the ground. Literally, just to see some bugs come out. Little bugs, Like, damn, bro, you definitely don't have any friends. They don't want to kick it with you. All you want to do is watch you still play with bugs.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
man, what are you doing this summer? I'm traveling to Iowa. Like, what the fuck for? Oh, I'm gonna watch these bugs come out of the ground. Like, that sounds.
Sammy always talking about them fucking bugs. Yo, he's fucking weird.
Kid eats. He probably eats some of them too. He's
Yes.
like, I am excited because I've only tried one brood at a time. I've never had the pleasure of eating two broods at the same time.
Brood twice cooked.
Bro, how do you like yours brewed?
Oh, dude.
Ooh, what if he had brewed, and it was just like cicada beer? Ooh.
I would love to pull up the actual page, but I can't because it has names. Hey, CK. This
Yo.
I sent you one video of his Facebook. This kid I work with is slow, and he has a man-sized body pillow of a anime chick with a vagina.
Oh, very nice. So at first, you set me up, but then now this kid's living in like 3024.
Okay, I could pull up the one guy. I can't pull up his. Give me one.
This guy's definitely living in the future, bro. That's sick because you sleep in and you're like, oh, I need to fuck my pillow, and your pillow's right there. That's how many times have you said that? Like, yo, I gotta fuck my pillow, and it's right there. Like, it conveniently has a vagina hole. So you just fuck your pillow, go back to sweet dreams, bro. I think that's a smart idea. This guy's onto something.
I wonder if there's
what
a
if
way.
your pillow had the Dune popcorn bucket inside of it, like, and it was like a big slug worm pillow.
Okay,
Oh,
I wonder if
I'm bursting at the seams right now.
I can't show the original Facebook because I unfortunately work with this dude.
You're better off
However-
not showing it. It sounds like
No,
you
no, no.
should show it.
This is-
Yeah, I feel like also
No.
it's gonna be. Yeah.
I got you. So he had an issue with Skyrim, and someone commented on it, and I didn't see this. My buddy saw it, and he comes up to me at work, and he's like, "Dude, you got to see this profile, this guy or girl who commented on so and so's page." I have to bring this.
I probably don't.
No, this is good because they use a fake name. First, I want you to look at the name.
I can't even read what it says.
Pornhoppy Sama.
Uh,
No.
yeah, that's just weird stuff. Oh, this dude's like weird, horny. What the fuck?
Bro,
Okay, I get it
entered
now.
a complete rabbit hole and was like, what the fuck am I seeing?
This is the type of kid that, given the chance in a heartbeat, he would jerk off Jack Skellington.
Wait, you have the other one that oh fuck. You know what? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Dude, that's weird with the animals
This is
too.
so creepy. Yes, this is the picture. What the fuck does this mean?
I can't even. It's so small. It's so hard to see. Full screen that bitch.
It is full screen.
No. Full screen that bitch.
Can I zoom in on it?
It's already full screen. Oh
Magnify.
yeah.
Wait, where's the magnified image? Motherfucker. Give me 1 second. Let me magnify it for you.
Yeah, I would like to see that because I see some weird goodness already. Yeah, that's weird. That's really the body pillow. I was like, okay, you know, he's fucking weird.
I don't know
But
if you can see it,
he's
but
just
it's a
trying to
bunch of-
he's just trying to like kill two birds with one stone. You know that made sense.
bunch of
But this
girls
is
being
just-
sawed up by a naked orc.
okay, yeah. Now I got to full screen this bitch again if you can. Oh, so this dude might potentially kill. So he's a weirdo.
This is exactly why I wanted to bring that up.
He's a
Dude.
potential killer.
Yeah. I had to keep my eyes on this one a little bit.
I got a potential killer for you.
Who? Oh, don't worry, Pablo. It's all cartoon, so it's fine. Listen, if it wasn't taken down from Facebook,
This guy's a fucking psycho.
when do you want to order those body pillows?
I'm already I'm on Amazon right now. I'm getting a 3-pack. It's 2 for me and 1 for you.
Is that Anthony Michael Hall?
Never really good. No. Can you, Brian, walk me through how do you spell your last name? Yeah, whichever one. Quite. How did you get here? I murdered someone. Okay. To do my job, since you don't have a face card, we just go to the right. Yeah. You want to look at the form with me? I know the basics, parental rights. Yeah, that's what it is, but I gotta go over a form with you just to make sure we both understand. Slow and tell me as many details as you can remember.
So, because I mean, Murray going to jail for the 15 years probably.
I have no idea.
Because
we're at the beginning.
It's murder. I mean, I'm going to jail for 20 probably, but I figure, I fight it.
Okay. So what's important to me is to learn as much about you and what you did and as I can. Well, as many details as you can give me, the better.
For self-defense and a large kitchen knife in the glove box, both for self-defense, because I don't really trust anyone or really any part of this town, so that's why I have both. And let's see, yeah, it was the night of February 27th. It was a full moon, and I figured I can see so well, why not drive out? So they positively, or so I am not thinking. So they positively halfway through, and I'm eventually driving underneath the bridge near the sheriff's office. You know, like how in Brian, Major depressive, so you were wondering what that last one is?
Yeah, I know what they are. I was curious, what the exact diagnosis was and who diagnosed them.
It was Brett Phillips. It
was Brent Ware.
major depressive disorder.
Who? Brett Weir?
I mean, so the brain.
On that, or you can do it on the wall if you want.
Then I went to
Going to schooling.
near this location. I was driving along thing wrapped in a canvas.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grab a knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin, the vinyl gloves, by imprinting your fingerprints through. So I put on 2, 3 on one hand. I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck.
What the fuck?
He wasn't panicking at first. In his old man voice, he was in his 50s. I know why I call him an old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Ah!" And I just kept on stabbing his neck.
Jesus
Christ. Is it okay if I do a demonstration?
Oh, yeah.
This is him. I was straddled on top of him like this.
Okay.
And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh my
Holy
God, he's going to
shit.
be tough. But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And
Bro, where the
during
fuck
time,
did
I
you
was
find that?
growling,
Yeah, this one's nuts.
making animalistic noises.
But why were you doing that?
I suppose it was a frenzy.
Okay.
I was so excited, so rushed up on adrenaline every day. Like this. Woo-hoo. And I paused and he's like, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "I've been wanting to do this for a long fucking time. Murder someone." And then I continued. The whole ordeal lasted about a minute and a half.
Okay.
And when I was finished stabbing him, he took out his last breath, a grunt, and his head was halfway cut off and stabbed. All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, "Stinky, dirty, dirty." I wasn't feeling anything, but.
Then why were you saying that?
I don't know.
Okay.
And,
But you remember doing it, so.
yeah. I suppose it was just me speaking out my mind at that moment. It was a pouring out of the mind.
Were you worried about, I mean, this looks like it's pretty close to the road and stuff, somebody seeing you or catching you?
It was 11 p.m.,
Okay.
so not many were driving by. Well, it was behind the pillar.
Killed.
What was that?
This dude needs to be put in the electric chair, dude. This is fucking nuts.
He's very comfortable.
Here's the road. Well, a bloody 12-inch knife.
The cut on your hand, is that from?
Oh, that was when I was doing gas, when I filled up. I mentioned I filled up gas when I was driving around.
Okay.
I was driving around, I was on a quarter of a tank, so I filled up on gas. What happened was, because I don't want to be seen in a gas station with a knife poking out of my pocket, I put it in the car, the back seat floor. When I'm done with it, I try and grab it, but my hand slips and grabs the blade, and as I pick it up, it slices these 2 fingers.
Okay.
Like,
a lot of times if you're stabbing,
with my car. Then after that, I stripped his clothes. I cut open his belly. I see his guts. They're really pink. Sorry, that was morbid. Then I cut off his head. I gave him a Glasgow smile. What's that? A Joker smile. I destroyed his eyes by stabbing them in.
Okay.
And then I cut off his hands. I put those in plastic Ziploc bags. And then I cut off his right arm at this joint and at this joint. And then at this arm, I tried cutting it here, and then I tried cutting it here, but what happened was, I accidentally broke his bone. This one, it was poking out. And so I left that one here, partially cut, dismembered here, bone sticking out. And then I left his body there. And then I took the head, put it in a leftover box from the dinner a few nights ago. And then I took the hands, put them in the back, drove home, hid the hands and head in my room, cleaned the knife, threw away the garbage with the blood on it, and then put the blood stained, wasn't stained, it had splatters on it. I put it in the dish, in the washing machine.
What did you put in there?
I put the outfit I murdered him in
That
the
you were wearing, or?
Yeah, I was wearing.
Okay.
In the washing machine, put it on high speed so it would effectively remove the blood. Washed it twice. And then I tried going to sleep, but I was worried that because there was a hole in my gloves right here, why not go surprise me heavy? Put it in my trunk and drove to the Blue Heron drop-off station.
Okay.
I parked, so it's like this, right? A four-wheel, my car. If I put it in reverse, A, so that it's easier to pull the body out, and B, because the back tires would provide propulsion to push up.
Right.
And I open the trunk, I take his body out, I put it in the water, and because I don't want fingerprints on a body, so I just try moving it with my shoes. That works successfully. He goes out some part in the river and floats off.
Okay.
God knows where he is now. Maybe he's dead.
Still a he.
Okay, yeah. God knows where he is now. I think river related active track of it. I talked our bit through
I went somewhere around that bridge.
You're going to want a crisis.
The road that comes on the back of are you talking about the road that goes back behind the jail?
This is so fucking twisted.
Yeah, he's like telling them where to go, and
Is the mystery for dying of Yugoslavia and a botched attempt at hiding a body, and I'm just like, fuck. Right, so I'm running, so I go up the road, and I'm trying to flag out a car. One doesn't come by from hand on, tall, large in the middle.
so the reason this guy ended up getting arrested was not the whole was because they caught him off the stuff. It was because his mom was doing his laundry or cleaning his room, and she found a plastic bag in his closet, and she opened it, and there was a head in it, and there was the other bag that had like the hands in it. So she like took them, put them in the sink, and then they have her whole call with the cops. She's like calling the cops. She's like, I found a head in my son's closet. The cops show up, and he's like, yeah, it's mine. And the parents are sitting there like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I murdered somebody. And they're like, parents are like, what? They're saying the kid's weird. And they're talking about he's like the weird kid growing up. Like his teacher said he gave up all the red flags of somebody that would shoot up a school. He was obsessed with the Columbine shooting and serial murderers and stuff like that. And so his attorney tried doing insanity and stuff like that. But since he gave such a coherent story over here, they weren't able to prove that. They ended up giving him life in prison with no chance of parole. So
God, that is the craziest shit.
Yeah, it goes on. There's a lot more too. When you see, there's like a couple other videos where they have some of the other calls and interviews with friends and people, some of the interviews with principals and stuff like that. And it's this kid was nuts. The kids from school saying he was always like he would try to dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer for like Halloween parties, and the kids didn't like him because he was just like a violent asshole, like things he would talk about. But yeah, he said he knew he was going to do it for a while. He did it because all serial killers said that it was the most exciting thing they ever did, or is the best thing they ever did. The feel was amazing. So he wanted to try it. And he said it was exciting, but not like he was happy. Excited. He said it was exciting, like in the fact that it was like adrenaline rushing and just like crazy. But yeah, he was pretty coherent about that. He doesn't try to like fucking cover it up one bit. I mean, he gives them every bit of information to the T.
That was the craziest shit I've heard. Like anything we
opened his
played that
belly
video
so I can see his guts, and he's like, they're pretty pink.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like I gotta find something funny now because
yeah.
so that was fucking bizarre.
There's a lot more to that one too. If you guys want to look that one up, it's Brian Cohee Jr. Cohee. The fucking father's talking about too. He's like, our lives are ruined pretty much. He's like, I have a construction company, and he's a junior. He's like, my name Brian Cohee's gonna be on the thing. And once everybody hears that he killed the homeless guy, he's like, nobody's gonna want to use my company anymore. He's like, my wife runs a daycare out of her house. He's like, what people are going to drop the kids off at her house knowing the kid lived there and had a head in the fucking house. She had kids there when she discovered the head too. First thing she did was call to the parents and said, family emergency, you got to pick your kids up right now. And then she called the cops.
Oh, so he's ruined multiple lives. He's a big piece of shit.
Yeah. And the homeless guy that he killed apparently was like the sweetest, nicest guy on the planet. There's all these people, like the local diner would give him coffee every day and food and stuff. They were like, he's just such a nice guy. They made a memorial for him in the town.
Kid's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Well, his whole thing was, he said that one time, the one time in the interview, he's like, what am I going to get? 15 years? And then later in the interview, he's like, what am I going to get? 20, 25 years? And like, oh, we don't know. And then his whole thing is he probably thought he's young and he's going to admit everything and he's going to get a slap on the wrist, the insanity, whatever. And I was like, no, you got life. You're in jail for the rest of your life and no chance of parole. Like,
he's not going to get. He wasn't going to get an insanity plea. He told everything while kind of gleefully explaining it.
Yeah. And it was the fact that he had all this stuff in his car, and he said he knew he would murder someone someday. That they said it was premeditated. So it was like that he couldn't just get away with it, which is good. He's definitely nuts, but not crazy in this sense where he deserves to get off a little bit. No, he's crazy in the sense he needs to be locked the fuck up. Yeah. I think life in prison is pretty good. He doesn't look like a tough kid. He looks like he'll be someone's bitch.
Butthole's gonna hurt.
Gonna love chocolate, yo. Love chocolate. I'll tell you that much.
Love that chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even find anything funny. That was so fucking terrible. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bullshit interrogation in my head, and then he's like, yeah, no, just cut his head off, and then his arms, and I was like, what?
Well, even the beginning when he's like, I just pulled back the canvas and started stabbing his neck. He's like, why are you doing this? He's just like, oh, well, gotta do it.
All right, Pablo.
Good night, Pablo.
I'm trying to find something, and I just whew. There's a good chance that we might have what's his name on Captain Psychopath, who is I only found him because of a bunch of memes. Look, he as a joke after seeing a meme himself, he started looking up these men only adult videos from this collection called Catalinaville, and he does a synopsis of it. He is not gay through those parts, but he actually reached out and got a hold of the director who directed him in '97 and had him on to explain the movies and the thing. And then I was joking around. I hit him up and I was like, "Oh, would you ever come on and just explain why you do this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in Denmark. Well, we'll work it out." And I was like, "Okay." I wonder if they have the one scene. I'll play the one scene. This is what I found it from.
Mikrab.
Mikrab. I told you, Mikrab's a curse.
Eating me a good old Clifford bar.
Cliff bars are fucking awesome.
They are pretty good. They're Clifford bars, by the way.
Clifford bars after the big red dog?
Mm-hmm. Goddamn right, motherfucker.
This is how I found him, because this was going around on Twitter. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I started laughing when I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck? And then there's a guy who dedicated his whole channel to this shit. The screen it is playing. We're gonna fucking close out with this shit.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? Our daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our dicks, especially since they're such good size and all.
Yeah, I see that. Your daddy gave you good advice.
It gets bigger when I pull on it. Sometimes I pull on it so hard, I rip the skin.
Well, my daddy taught me a few things too, like how not to rip the skin by using someone else's mouth instead of your own hands.
Will you show me?
I'd be right happy to.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yep. So this dude,
But right happy to.
well, if you pay attention to it, just sounds like his dad made him suck his dick. But yeah, this dude just as a joke started reviewing it, and his channel is pretty decent, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'll come on," and I was like, "I got to know how you got into this shit because that is fucking crazy."
He reviews that.
Yeah, let's see. I'll drink quick. Captain Psychopath.
Captain Insano.
All right. I'll play a quick excerpt.
Like pizza.
I love pizza.
Do you like boys?
I love pizza.
Well, you mix them all together and you know you get the best of both worlds. So here's Catalina's Pizza Boy movies. And let's start things off with The Pizza Boy 2.
Pizza Boy 2? What happened to Pizza Boy 1?
We're not going to talk about Pizza Boy 1. Pizza Boy 2, The Meat Lover Special. Here at Hot Times Pizza, we serve pizza with way too many toppings. Though, to be fair, topping is pretty popular in most Catalina films.
Really good.
Hot Time Pizza is crowded by men
Love you too, Pablo.
enjoying their hot time pizza. But not everyone is enjoying their hot time.
Hot Times Pizza.
This guy in a dressing gown is quite upset. You see, he has not received his pizza.
What's your name? Cox. I looked at who the delivery boy was, and it's a new kid. He works hard, but he's a bit of a klutz. I hope he didn't have an accident.
Oh, never mind. He's here.
Oh, hey, wait, you guys just got here.
Isn't that guy that actor?
Much build up for
Me- Yeah, right? He looks very familiar.
You made it. Come in while I get the money.
We know he's there, but do we get to see him? Nope. Until the next shot where he just kinda enters the frame. Odd.
Is this still hot? Looks like it. See? Oh, let me help you clean that up. All right, I'm gonna pick another one and see if we can. As you can see, you've got a nice view of the boys. I mean the pool.
I'm looking forward to my stay. Do you know of a good pizza place around here?
Here at Hot Times Pizza, we...
Yeah, the only thing is this guy had to watch a lot of gay porn to do this.
A lot.
Yeah,
Of fucking.
there's a lot of other things you can do and get the same effect. I just think that juice isn't worth the squeeze.
I don't know, man. I want to get him on because I want to know where the fuck this came from. Where he was just like, "I'll fucking do this." It's a very odd niche to find. He found it. Good for him. It worked. He makes money. But
I do have a hankering for some Hot Times pizza, though.
do you know a good place for my pizzas? I don't know, man.
I think
so
we should end it on that one.
yeah. The pizza, the murder.
Yeah, it was leave a sour taste in everybody's mouth.
Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I will be doing I know I keep saying gaming streaming soon, but I literally just set everything up. I might do one tonight. Who knows? So if I do and you see the notification, just fucking join me. We'll be playing Yakuza 0 and working our way through the fucking series. And I'm going to show you a couple cheeky exploits on how to get limited funds.
Cheeky monkey.
Cheeky monkey, you. Are you looking at my bottom? But hey, thanks for joining us. And that was a SNL reference. But you guys have a safe night. CK, everybody, it was good seeing you. I think Pablo already went to sleep. And I think Dan Snot might have left a little while ago. But you guys have a fucking great night. Yeah, that was it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.